Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a really beginner-friendly crochet tutorial for the Looking Stone from Coraline and also the cute Coraline button eyes as well. So let's get right into it. So these are the materials you're going to need. You're going to need weight 4 yarn, any kind is okay. You're going to need a light and dark green and then a black for the buttons, a 5mm hook, scissors, and a crochet needle. And here are your crochet abbreviations, so you can go ahead and screenshot these or refer back to them as you watch. We're going to start with the button. Now, for the button, as you can see, lighter colors show up a lot better on camera than black yarn does. So for the sake of the tutorial, I've decided to do a different color than black. That way you guys can see every stitch. You can really see the slip stitching here without the black. So I'm using this bright orange color just for the sake of clarity. You're going to start by making a magic ring. If this is too difficult for you, you can also chain 4, slip stitch into the first chain, and that can be your ring as well. It does not have to be a magic ring. Alright, so you're going to start by chaining 2. This counts as your first double crochet, and then place another double crochet into your magic ring. Chain 2, and this is us creating the corners. And then 2 more double crochets. Now that chain 2 space is a corner, so you're going to keep doing this until you have 4 corners. Alright, and now that you have that, you're going to do chain 1 and place 2 half double crochets in this first stitch, which is right above the 2 double crochets you did. So 2 in the same stitch, and then on every one of these open corners, you're going to put 4 half double crochets in each corner space. And this is something you're just going to repeat all the way around. 2 half double crochets on the side pieces, the pieces that aren't the corner. Right there where I'm pointing, you're going to put 2 half double crochets, and then on every open chain space corner, you're going to put 4 until you've gone all the way around, and you're going to slip stitch into your first half double crochet to finish it off. For round 3, you're just going to chain 1 and back loop stitch only, single crochet. So when I'm putting my hook in, I'm only putting my hook through that back loop. This is what creates that dimensional look on the last row to make it look like an actual button. So make sure you're only working into that back loop, but you're going to place a single crochet all the way around your button, working in the back loop only, and once you reach where you started, you're going to slip stitch and fasten off. All right, now that we've finished that, you're going to want to make one more of these so that you end up with two, because we're going to attach these together to make it thicker, more firm, keep it from curling, and make it more the size of a bag charm. And you'll also be able to have two pretty sides of the bag charm instead of having one uglier side like you're seeing here. So go ahead and take your crochet needle, take all your ends in, make sure to leave one of the ends on the edge to sew them together, but other than that, you can go ahead and sew in all your other ends. Alright, once your ends are sewn in, you're going to take that long strand I told you to leave, put your crochet needle on it, and I want you to line up your two pieces wrong sides facing, so the pretty sides should be out on both, and line up your 4 holes. This might take a second, but you want to make sure they're in the right spot before you start sewing it together, or else you're not going to be able to see through them and they won't be a hole. When I sew, I use the ladder technique, so I'm putting my needle just through that back loop on both sides, and I'm kind of weaving it up and down like a ladder. So out one end, back in. If you watch it a couple times, you see exactly how I'm doing it, but I'm only working through that back loop. And I'm going to do this all the way around, checking in every once in a while to make sure that the holes on both sides are still aligned. That way they don't get misaligned. All right, and once that's done, you weave in your end, clip it off, and now you have a beautiful button. I like to shove my fingers through these holes here just to make them more prominent and easier to see. It works like a charm. So you can also put like a dot of hot glue in between it if you really don't want them to shift, but that is your button. Now let's work on the looking stone. So for this, you're going to want a darker green and a lighter green. I don't have the names of these for you. They're just scrap pieces. We're going to be working double-stranded. As you can tell, it makes for a very thick looking stone, and you only have to make one of these. So take both of your strands, the lighter and the dark, make sure they're even, and create a slip knot for us to work in. Now, although we're double-stranding it, we still are going to use our 5mm hook. We're not increasing in our hook size. That's what's going to make it firm. So once you have your slip knot, you're going to start by chaining 12. Be sure to go slow on this section. I almost pulled my yarn off the table here, but be sure to go slow on this section and count thoroughly. You can tell I miscount and then I have to go back and fix it, but you want to go slow to make sure your hook is grabbing both of these strands, not just one of them, or it's going to get messed up. And then I'm just stopping to double check and make sure I have the right amount. And I need to do another one, and then now I'm going to slip stitch without getting it twisted, slip stitch into the first chain that you made to create a ring. And this is basically just like a bigger magic ring that doesn't cinch closed. So for round 1 and the only round, you're going to chain 2, And then in that same stitch you slip stitched in, you're going to put a double crochet, chain 1 and double crochet all in the same spot. This is going to be one of your 3 corners of the triangle. Once that's done, you're going to place 2 double crochets in the next 3 stitches. So your corner's done, and now you're basically doing double crochet increases. So 2 double crochets in the same stitch, and you're going to do that for the next 3 stitches. Alright, and now you've reached your next corner, so you're just going to repeat what's on the screen, what we just did, 2 more times until you have 3 corners. And then you're going to end your project by slip stitching into that first chain you did and fastening off. Like with everything else, you're going to take your crochet needle and weave in all of your ends and also pull the corners like I'm pulling here. I kind of put my fingers in each corner and I pull them away from each other. This just creates the triangle shape better. If yours looks more like a circle when you're done, that's normal. You kind of have to stretch it out, show the yarn fibers where you want them to go. And then you're just going to take your crochet needle and weave in all of your ends. Alright, and now that all my ends are weaved in, I just put my finger in each corner and kind of stretch it out, play around with it, and then there you go, it's perfect and ready to go. So that was how to make the looking glass, or looking stone, I keep calling it a looking glass, looking stone and button eyes in any color. You can add key rings to these and make them bag charms or leave them as is. They're very cute and a perfect gift for someone who loves the movie Coraline. If this was easy or if you had any trouble getting through it and you need some help, feel free to use the comment section down below. There's also a free written pattern that goes along with this, linked on my blog in the description box as well, if you want the written version. So I will see you in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.